Okay, so initially we're going to talk about parallel lines in the game of golf. This is where mathematics joins the world of play. So initially the game of golf is really all about angles. And the first two angles that you'll see when most players practice are parallel lines. And what we've got here is two sticks parallel to each other, and these two sticks are parallel to that red flag down there, and we use this because we need the body to be parallel to the line, just like the railway line, going down towards the target. And if we take a stroke here, it helps us keep our shoulders, hips, knees all parallel to that target. And we'll try and hit a little shot here using this practice aid. Okay, so now we're going to talk about perpendicular lines in the game of golf, particularly here on the practice ground. So when we talk about perpendicular lines, what we're talking about here is where we want the ball to be in relation to in between our 2 feet here, which is called our stance. So typically, if we're going to hit a longer club like a driver, we would want the ball to be just inside the left foot here, like so, and we practice hitting balls that way. Now, obviously this would be a drawn line or a chalk line typically when we're actually hitting balls. I've just used the driver for effect here. But if we're going to hit a short club, and this is where the line becomes helpful, typically what we want to do with a short club is, in order to hit down on the ball, we want the perpendicular lines to our initial target lines to be more in the center of our stance. So the perpendicular line really helps us work with the parallel lines in combination to really help us understand where the ball is relative to our body. And I'll show you a shot. We take that perpendicular line away, but we still have it in our mind. And as I was talking about earlier, this would be a short shot for us, perpendicular to around the middle of our stance. Golf's all about angles, parallel, perpendicular lines.
First, identify the slopes of each equation. If the two slopes of the equations happen to be the same, then the lines are parallel. Once identifying the slopes of each equation or line, you then want to multiply the two slopes, and if the product of the two slopes happens to be -1, then the lines are perpendicular.